Under fire, Hull pulled off the result of the weekend with a golden point victory over Wigan. Castleford and Salford managed wins on Saturday, while St Helens survived a nerve-shredder against Leeds. There have been calls for one referee to be banned and worrying times for Championship side Widnes. Here our man Nigel Whisker takes a look at the action, has some fond Kermit memories and praises David Fifita's buttocks. Mark Snade has landed himself a new nickname after struggling. Hull pulled off the shock of the weekend. Snade dropped a goal in Super League's first ever golden point game as Hull FCA squeezed home 23-22. "He's the Iceman," said coach Lee Radford. "He generally doesn't feel pressure and not many strike a ball like him. It was a remarkable result, even given the likelihood the Warriors would have been suffering some kind of World Club Challenge hangover." Hull were missing 6 players and Gareth Ellis was forced to make a comeback from retirement. A new beginning then from Ellis as the early rounds of Super League continue to engage. Worrying signs for London in that comprehensive 40-6 whooping at home to Castleford. The Tigers consistently carved open the Broncos' defense with ease. Bigger, stronger, faster. When they're on song, shift the ball wide, crisper and quicker than anyone, and at times it looked all too easy for the visitors. Wounded Wigan are next Sunday's visitors, so it doesn't get any easier for coach Danny Ward's London side. That opening day win over Wakefield already seems a long time ago. Congratulations to Phil Clark, meanwhile, for finally coming up with something viewers didn't already know when he told viewers Broncos hooker Aloy Pelissier had turned up for the game on his night. Many punters wish Clark would get on his bike too. It's not often that James Roby is overshadowed by another hooker. Not that the St Helens number 9 was quiet during the 27-22 victory over Leeds, with yet another relentless performance capped by a last-gasp wobbly drop goal. But opposite number Brad Dwyer was outstanding for the beaten side. Unorthodox sometimes, but that unpredictability causes uncertainty in defense, and he was a constant threat. Coach David Turner is rumored to be trying to offload Aussie hooker Matt Parcell. With Dwyer in that type of form, it makes things a whole lot easier. When referee Robert Hicks missed a Saints knock-on deep into the game, denying Leeds possession at a scrum, it was a blip on an otherwise decent game. Yet one incensed Rhinos fan has had such a hissy fit over his performance he's started a petition to get Hicks sacked from the game. There's about as much chance of this working as my free beer for life petition, which I created last week. The petition is worded: "He is so bad and they are against Leeds Rhinos from winning any games as bad decisions are made every game." I don't know what a decision is, and the rest of it doesn't make much sense either. As I write, 170 people have actually signed this petition, with their 6 fingers. David Fifita wants me banned from Wakefield after I wrote he and his twin brother Andrew were school and state bullying champions. Shame, an obvious joke, was lost on him, because when he and his pink liquor-clad buttocks are on song, I'd pay to watch him any day of the week. Fifita is a real awkward, messy force of nature with the ball in his hands and was in destructive form in Trinity's 22-12 win over Catalans. I'd call it a bullying display, but he'd probably take it the wrong way. Fellow prop Keegan Hurst didn't hit those heights but did get the bums rush to the sin bin for a high shot in the second half. Perhaps Hurst's antics during the week prompted that rather explosive burst of action. Hurst told his Twitter followers, "I just held a fart in for the entirety of a yoga session. Surely that bumps me up to like Super Saiyan Yogi or something." There was a bitterly cruel reminder of a glorious past in the week Widnes hit the buffers. What may prove their final game for some time was that recent defeat to Toronto in their green away gear modelled on the classic Canberra Raiders kit. The Vikings brought out the strip to celebrate the 30th anniversary of that remarkable night at Old Trafford, and those classic victory photos after they swapped shirts. Widnes were crowned world champions after a bell-ringing epic 30-18 victory against arguably the greatest ever club lineup in the history of the game. Meningau, Daly, Stewart, Clyde, I could go on, all legends v their equals in Davies, Offia, Myler, Sorensen, I could go on. No game for Widnes this weekend. Administrators at work. No future too, quite possibly after another predictable episode of rank moronic, unsustainable business sense. No club is bigger than the game, as we've seen with Bradford, but for fans of my generation the name Widnes still resonates hugely, whether that's in a Kermit green shirt or a baggier version with an ICI logo on the front. I wish them well. Luther Burrell's code switch from Northampton to Warrington didn't quite provoke the ripple it should have done in the media. The majority of national newspapers chose to ignore it, baffling particularly among the broadsheets given they were getting two sports in one story. If Burrell's comments in the Warrington Guardian are anything to go by, they may have even more to turn their back on soon enough. The former England centre said, the likes of Danny Care and Danny Cipriano have reached out. They are both big names in Union and they've said how jealous they are about me doing this. It's only going to entice other players to follow me, I think. Couple of names for Toronto Wolfpack to think about there if their attempts to tempt Sonny Bill Williams back to the code he started in Fall Flat.